After the outbreak of a virus that renders animal meat lethal to humans, society adopts an extreme solution: the legalization of human meat consumption. A new industry emerges based on the breeding, processing, and consumption of people. Everything is regulated. Everything is renamed. The language is sanitized. Humans are no longer called people, but heads, product, or special meat. Marcos Teju, manager of the Krieg slaughterhouse, is trapped in this new normal. He oversees the slaughter and processing of human bodies with efficiency, even though memories of the past keep him awake at night. He remembers the transition, the official name given to the period when animals were exterminated, when the poor and marginalized began to vanish, and when the first acts of cannibalism were eventually accepted as necessary. Language was manipulated to erase horror. No one spoke of murder or humanity, just batches, slaughter lines, offal, and protein yield. Marcos lives alone. His wife has moved in with her mother, and he cares for his senile father who no longer recognizes him. His life is consumed by work, routine, and silence. One day, he visits Hifu Tannery, where human skin is processed into leather. There, Mr. Urami, a Japanese man obsessed with precision, proudly shows him categorized samples of skin sorted by tone, texture, and flaws. He explains that everything leaves a trace on the skin: dehydration, stress, rough stunning. For him, bodies are raw material, and the skinning machine must be as precise as a scalpel. Marcos listens in silence, choking on unspoken words: atrocity, sadism, excess. Later, Marcos tours a breeding facility alongside the Gringo, a clumsy yet effective supplier, and a German investor interested in the business. They are shown caged heads, a mounting stallion used to detect fertile females, and sheds filled with pregnant women without arms or legs. They observe babies growing in incubators. The German samples flesh extracted from a live woman and smiles. He drinks milk pumped from females and eats a baby meat sandwich, calling it delicious. The Gringo proudly explains how the industry is evolving toward organ harvesting, a sector now legalized and highly profitable. Days later, Marcos hears a truck horn outside his house. A delivery man announces he has a gift from the Gringo. Marcos signs the form without thinking and is handed a woman, a purebred PGP, first-generation pure, naked, silent, and trembling. Marcos tries to reject her, but the man drives off. Helpless, he ties her to a tree, then moves her to an old shed and gives her leftover rice and water. She never speaks, never runs, only shivers. He doesn't know what to do. Sell her? Kill her? Raise her? For now, he does nothing. He simply keeps her alive. Days pass. He feeds her balanced food and observes her drink water in silence. She remains mute and afraid. Her presence unsettles him more than the corpses in the slaughterhouse. He thinks of possibilities: raising her for breeding, selling her, escaping the system altogether. But he stays. The memory of his dead son and the untouched crib in his house still haunt him. The crib waits to be destroyed like so many remnants of a past he hasn't let go. Marcos also visits Spanel, a cold, sharp carver and former colleague from his father's slaughterhouse. She now runs her own exclusive butcher shop, where she sells hands, feet, eyes, penises, and more neatly packaged and euphemistically labeled. She tells him she drinks and smokes so her flesh will taste foul when she's inevitably sold on the black market. He recalls the time she silently took him on the cutting table, lifting her blood-stained apron without a word. Now she warns him, half jokingly or not, that one day she'll sell his ribs. He smiles, but deep down knows she means it. In this world, anyone can become meat. Later, Marcos visits his father at the nursing home. On the way, he stops at an abandoned zoo. Sitting at the empty lion pit, he recalls a childhood memory, a silent outing with his father after his mother's death. The animals had become a distraction. The leopards had seemed distant, the lion absent. His father had no words back then, just as he has none now. That outing, like the world itself, had been hollow from the start. Far away, a wolf howls. Some beasts are still loose. Something wild remains. Back at home, Marcos smokes outside the shed. The woman sleeps inside. He could kill her, raise her, sell her, or run away. But he does nothing. He just watches silently. In a world where horror has become routine, Marcos is just another cog in the machine that devours what's left of human nature.